Hi, my name is Andrea, and this is Dig for the Pony. Welcome. I wanted to introduce you, if you're not familiar already, with Reddit. It is an online forum. It's just massive, but there's lots of little sub niches that relate to coins, coin collecting, and numismatics that you may find as a coin roll hunter or a beginning coin collector to be a fun place to be, to learn more from other coin collectors. If that sounds like something you're interested in, let's go and check it out. So if you're unfamiliar with Reddit, I'm assuming that's why you're here. It is first and foremost a social media forum with hundreds of thousands of subreddits in niche communities. One of those would be coin collecting. I hope to show you just in brief how you could use it both as a beginning collector and as a seasoned collector who maybe just doesn't know about this social media platform. First of all, Reddit up at the top has a search bar just like every place, and you could type in a general Reddit search for coins or any number, very specific or very general topics. Or you can do it differently. You can just type in, I'm going to go with coins, and it will then show you different communities off to the right. These are, it's r slash and then whatever the community is. So r slash coins would be this community, and r slash coin collecting, r slash US coins. The words are all smashed together. You don't break them up. And those are considered subreddits. So a subreddit is just a small community. If you want to join it, it's a matter of clicking on it, checking it out, going off to the right, reading about the community. It'll talk about it being public or private. You're not going to see private ones as a general rule. Weekly contributions, visitors. It will, in the case here, contributor. I've been here a few times. They gave me a little award. They'll do that as you contribute or ask questions or interact in the social community. You have coin resources you can click on to go off-site to learn more. You have general rules for the subreddit. And you also have message mods. So you have moderators who are checking what people are doing. And if you ever have a question, you can always message them directly. You can create a post. You want to make sure you understand what the rules are before you do, but you just click on create post. And then you would go about titling it. The one thing I would say about this, and I've made the mistake multiple times, is when I think I'm going to post something and I have a video or a photo I want to add to it, add the photo or the video first and then type out whatever you're going to type. Your title's fine. They call add flair. Flair is a tag. You want to add that, which helps other Redditors to narrow their search to help you if need be. Say you want to know how much a coin is worth and you've got a picture of your nickel. You would then click on value request. That would tag it. You would click add, and here it is here. If I wanted, let's say I had a 1977 Jefferson and I wanted to go ahead and type that in, or down here I could add a photo. You would click on that and it would continue to do that. I could save it as a draft and I wouldn't have to go ahead and post it right now. I could search and see if anybody else has been mentioning the same thing so that I'm not duplicating questions. That's one way to use Reddit. Another way is to, let's say you just want to learn a bit more about coin collecting. I'm going to go into the coin collecting subreddit. I'm already a member. You can add to this feed, which is constantly updating, to your custom feed. So the more Reddit subreddits you have a feed that will, when you go to Reddit, it will give you those things first. You can remove it from your favorites, add it to your favorites. You can mute them. So let's say they're just posting way too much in a day and that's bugging you. You can mute them for a time so you don't have to see them all the time. You can be searching, looking along here to see what's coming up in the feed. You can adjust your feed. This is what's hot. We could sort by the best, hot, new, top, rising. You can also make it more compact as a view. So let's say you just don't want to see all these photographs that big or those images. You can make it much smaller and get through a lot of them. You'll see these color like advice needed, what's it worth. Those are the tags or the flair for each one of these posts to let people know what it's about. And it makes it easier to go through a feed like this for me to decide why I'm there and whether I want to engage in those posts. If you want to, you can also search, let's say over here, you can save ones you like. You can hide them if you're just not interested in that kind of content. You can open up the navigation and let's say you wanted to explore in general. Click on that. Is even not even related to coins. You have all these headers and community. It goes on and on and on. And these are offerings for me, potential Reddit subreddits I might like based on other Reddits I've either joined or liked. Rescue dogs, confusing perspectives, something interesting, a vantage point, a way to think about things. But you get the point. You can stay in your lane and just do coins, or you can go and find out what's going on in other areas. You also can come here for news, and they will give you updates. It can be world news, it can be local, it can be, I mean, you can niche down all the way to your hometown if your hometown's big enough and has a Reddit subreddit. You can click on popular. Sometimes the popular ones are a little too contemporary and for me personally, but it is also a good place to be like a touchstone for what's going on, and that may relate to coins. You never know. These are the best. This is everywhere. You can again sort by the United States and all these different countries. You can have it again compact or open it up bigger to what they call a card. You can create a custom feed, so it could be just all coins. The way I find is easiest for me to just narrow it to just seeing the coin subreddits is to go over here into the managed communities. So I like the communities that I like relating to coins. And then I favorite them by highlighting the star. So I'll do it here since it's easy. I'm going to undo the r/t100 or 1-800 having fun. I don't even remember doing that, liking that one. So who knows what that's about. Nothing sexual, just letting you know. Click on that. Coin collecting. All these are related that have stars next to them. They're my favorites. So I could click on manage communities and go into favorites. And then I have right here at the top, all the starred or the favorited ones right at the top. So if I wanted to go to in eye candy, which I thought was a funny name, I just click on the community. It brings me here. I then, if I want to, because it's eye candy and it generally would be a visual thing, I might decide to go bigger with it to see the cards. And you'll see that sometimes people will take, like from Stacks and Bowers, posted a YouTube video. So they will post the video here. They may take their own photographs and share those with you. And it's just a fun way to kind of cruise through. Here is a good NSFW content. That means it might be for mature audiences kind of thing. So they've blurred it out. If you have kids or grandkids, you may want to have your safe settings on. You would do that in your own settings in your profile. You can go as deep or as superficial on this as you want. But the main thing I wanted to point out in terms of for new collectors, for seasoned collectors that maybe aren't as techie or want to be more socially engaged on a different platform, you can also not be engaged at all on this platform if you want to. But just to show that it's possible, one more place to look at coins, talk about coins, learn about coins is Reddit with all these different subreddits. I like it a lot. It is a bit of a time suck if you get caught up in the rabbit hole, going down the rabbit hole, finding different things. But it's also very helpful. And if you have questions, sometimes you can just go up here and type in the question. Let's say, what question do we have? How to grade coins is a good one that we have a lot. For some reason, I'm going to have to refresh my page. It's stalling out on me. There we go. How to grade coins. And then you'll get all these different answers. It'll say 11 days ago, 4 years ago, 2 years ago, 10 months ago. So you have an idea of how recent. This is all time. You can also filter it by the past week, today, the past hour. Nobody in the last hour has asked that question, but today, maybe? New to coins. And then they ask their question. You would click on their post. They've shown what this is. I know we all have had one of these at one time. I know I did. And then you have helpful, hopefully, Redditors who will then talk about, well, what do you want to do with it? Offering advice on what to look for. This person, I envy the journey you're about to go on. So they're excited too. I think that in itself makes it more enjoyable. And it's just another fun place in addition to YouTube to head over here and check it out. So I hope this has been helpful to you. I hope you will check it out. And if you like this kind of content, please like, share, and subscribe. It helps Dig for the Pony grow and it brings the community together. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.